welcome to my channel. My name is Elaine. Today I'll be showing you guys a makeup look using mostly Glossier products. It's a really simple and minimal look, as you could see, just like kind of my typical look that I do when I wear makeup. So Glossier is a brand that I've always loved since I discovered it a couple years ago, and I just love everything about it. The packaging, the products, what the brand is about, that kind of simple, effortless, no makeup, and I just like the branding and everything about it is super cute. So when I first ordered from Glossier, they used to send the products in this really cute magnetic box, so it opens like this and then your products will be in here. So I like using these boxes for storage, but they no longer send these out, and I really like how they used to send out stickers like these. These are so cute. I had another one of these that I already used up, so this is the only one that I have left, and I use the peace sign. I use one of the stickers on my Glossier Generation G lipstick here. It would be so cool if they still send these out, but they don't anymore, so I really miss getting these in the mail with my order. And then they used to also send out like these little postcards. So this one talks about the phase 2 set that I purchased. They also send you little postcards like this, and we got a cute little sleeve, and the postcard would just say this: hi. This was like, I guess, OG Glossier as I remember it to be. And then there's also a sticker that fell somewhere. Oh, here. So this one I also have on my laptop. So this is the Glossier Summer 2017 sticker. Yeah, the packaging is just so cute. And I'm a sucker for these things. That's why I love Glossier. I have all of my Glossier items in the iconic pink bubble pouch here. I have so many of these lying around, and they're actually really great for traveling and just storing small items that you have and throwing it in your purse. So I like having these around. So the first thing I'm going to use is the Glossier Priming Moisturizer. So I got a sample of this with one of my orders recently, so I'm just going to use a little bit of this. And I actually really like this, but the only thing I don't like about it is the smell of it. I find that it is pretty moisturizing though, and it leaves your face kind of like dewy and tacky, so it's like the perfect base for makeup. The next thing is the Glossier Stretch Concealer in the shade Medium. So I actually don't like using this under my eyes because I find that my dark circles are pretty dark, so I like something with a bit more coverage. And this is really dewy for the under eye, so that's why I like to just take the beauty blender, kind of dip it in and use it as like a foundation, kind of like a skin tint. And I don't actually have the skin tint from Glossier because I have a lot of like other foundations and, you know, CC creams and stuff that I want to use up before I buy more. So instead of wasting this, I kind of just use it as like a skin tint on days when I just want a bit of coverage and I don't want to go out barefaced. And so I discovered Glossier a couple years ago, back in 2017, and I just randomly discovered it. So I think I either came across it online or on Instagram, and ever since then I've just fell in love with the brand. So I'm just applying it everywhere on my face. Just kind of gives you this dewy glow and a little bit of coverage. And then I'm going to go in with concealer to go over my blemishes and dark circle after. Next I'm going to go in with some concealer. I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Sand. This is one of my favorite concealers, and I like to use this under the eye. So since my under eyes are kind of dark, I'm also going to go in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I have it in the shade Neutralizer, so I'm going to put some of that on, and then I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me. So I like using this because it brightens up the under eye, and it kind of cancels out a bit of that darkness that's under my eyes. And since the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer is not the full coverage anyways, this kind of helps to build up on that coverage that I like. And then I'm also going to apply it to my blemishes. Alright, so I'm done with the concealer, and now I'm going to set it with some setting powder. I'm going to set it with the Too Faced Peach Perfect translucent powder. I kind of like to dab it and not drag the powder under my eye, because I find that when I drag it, it kind of removes some of that coverage. So I just kind of like to dab it on like this. and I just go over all the areas that I put the concealer on so that it stays put throughout the day and doesn't rub off. So when I first discovered Glossier a couple of years back, the first item that I got from Glossier was their Phase 2 set. So the Phase 2 set came with the Glossier Stretch Concealer, the Generation G lipstick, and also the Boy Brow. So that's why my stretch concealer is not in like a number shade, it's just in medium, because back then I think it only came in 3 shades. I think it was just light, medium, and dark, but now there's a wider variety of shades that you could choose from. I think if I had to choose from one of the current shades that they have, I would say I'm probably like a G8 to G10, because I fall in kind of like the light medium range normally, just kind of depending on how tan I am. And then I also have the older packaging for the Generation G lipstick, so this is the one that a lot of people had complaints with, that it would break, and it's mainly to do with the lid because it would crack easily and then it would kind of just fall out or fall off when it was in your bag tumbling around or wherever, and then your lipstick would just be exposed or it would just snap. So mine is broken, but I could still use it. So that's that. So next is blush. I have 2 of the cloud paints from Glossier. I have Beam, which looks like this. It's like a bright kind of like corally shade. I also have Dusk, which is more of like a nude-ish kind of mauve-y shade. So I normally like to mix the 2, but I also wear them separately, but generally I do like to mix them. So what I do is I just take a bit of each shade, so kind of like an equal amount of both. I put it on my hand. Oh my god, a lot of it's spilling out. And then I just kind of like to mix it with my fingers, and then I just dab it on my cheeks. And it looks really scary at first, but once you blend it out, it looks really good. This is a lot more than I normally put on because a lot of it squeezed out just now, but very easy to blend, and it looks really good and natural on. So it's definitely a product that is buildable, and I don't find that it pulls or kind of disturbs the makeup underneath, which I like, and it's super convenient to use and carry around. This is definitely a lot more than I normally put on just because a lot squeezed out just now, but then you could always go in with a beauty blender and kind of soften everything. So this is what the cloud paints look like on in the shade Dusk and Beam. So it just kind of gives you this really healthy flush to your cheeks, and it looks really natural, and it sits really well on the skin and it doesn't disturb the makeup underneath. And the next thing I like to do is bronzer. Glossier does not have any bronzers, which is something I hope they'll come up with in the future. Something similar to the cloud paint, but in a bronzer form. So the Hoola bronzer from Benefit is one of my favorite bronzers. I think it looks really nice on the skin, and it's easy to build up the coverage if you want more. But it just kind of gives you this nice sun-kissed glow, and it looks great on my skin tone. And honestly, I would buy more Glossier, but I feel like I have so much makeup and products that I have yet to use up. That's why I don't want to buy things that I already have. Like for setting powder, I have quite a few setting powders. That's why I don't want to buy the powder. And then for base products, I have quite a few things I want to finish up before I buy more. So that's kind of why I'm holding off on my Glossier obsession and kind of waiting to finish up what I already have before I buy more. I'm going to do my eyelashes and mascara, and then I'm also going to do my eyebrows. And do you guys do that thing where you have to open your mouth as you're curling your lashes, or am I the only one? It's just like a natural instinct, I think. This is the mascara I'm using. It is the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. I have it in the waterproof formula, and this is my favorite mascara. I find that it holds my lashes really well, and it doesn't flake or smudge on my eyes. And I also like that it's affordable because it's a drugstore brand, and you can always build it up to get more volume if you want. I want to tight line my upper lashes because I like it to look a bit more full. For my brows, I like to use the Goof Proof brow pencil from Benefit. I have it in the shade 3.5, and I got this with my top box. I don't remember which one, but it was like maybe a month or 2 ago. So I just like to go in lightly and just do strokes. And since my eyebrows are pretty full as it is, I don't really need to do like the hair like strokes. I just kind of like to go in and add a bit of color and fill in areas that are a bit sparse. And I used to kind of do more of like the Instagram brows, but recently I've just been loving the look of that really thicker bushy brow look. That's what I've been into recently, so that's why I just do it really quickly. And it also saves me time because I don't really have to worry about it. It doesn't have to be too accurate or anything. So that's basically it. And then I'm gonna go in with the Glossier Board Brow. I have it in the shade Brown. So with the board brow, I just kind of like to comb over my brows, kind of get all the stray hairs in place. And I like that it has a little bit of tint, but it's not too dark or anything, and it just looks really natural. Alright, last thing I do is lips. For lips, I have a couple products here. This is honestly a holy grail of mine, the Glossier Balm.com. I have it in the shade Mango, and I actually picked this up when I was in LA from their Melrose store. And this is awesome. I have it on right now. I have a little bit on to keep my lips moisturized. And I like keeping this in my bag so that I could put it on whenever I feel like I need a bit more hydration and moisture in my lips. And I also like to put it on right before bed. It just keeps my lips moisturized throughout the night, and it keeps it hydrated, and your lips just feel awesome by the next day. It's very convenient to use because you could use it anywhere. You could use it on your cuticles, your elbows, anywhere that needs a little bit of hydration and moisture. So this is perfect, and I think it's just the perfect size, and it looks so cute. It's just easy to carry around and to throw in your purse, and the mango smells great. I would recommend it. And yeah. For lips, I'm gonna use the Generation G lipstick. I have it in the shade Like, and then mine is in the older packaging, so if you look closely you can see that the cap here has kind of cracked. So I really like the Generation G lipstick because it kind of gives your lips a nice tint, and it's also really buildable. So if you want to share, you can have a share, or if you want to build it up, you can apply more for a bit more coverage. But I just kind of like a little bit of tint to my lips. And then next I'm gonna go in with the Glossier lip gloss, and I have it in the clear shade, and I really like this lip gloss too. It's not overpowering anything, and it looks really good on. So I just like to apply a little bit for a bit of that wet glossy look, and then that's it. That's it for my makeup using mostly Glossier products. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel down below, and also give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.